Well, look at here. Remember our racist couple, Stephanie Freeman and Jeffrey Hume, who went viral for their racist video on TikTok?
Today we're making...
Remember we said it's only a matter of time before they came out crying, saying, "Oh, this is not me. Oh, I'm young. Oh, don't ruin my life." Well, we were right. Less than 24 hours later, the bawling began. But with a twist. Becky's throwing her boyfriend under the bus. But boy, oh boy, did it backfire.
Hey, today we're making... First we have... Black.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty black.
Yeah. Next we have... Don't have a dad.
Don't have a dad? Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have... Eat watermelon and fried chicken.
Fried chicken and watermelon? Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's yeah.
Next one is make good choices. Let's see.
There's nothing there. Next we have rob people.
Specifically whites. Yeah, they do that.
Last one is
Go to jail?
We're going to jump into the quote-unquote apology, but first I needed you to see something that I saw while I was editing this footage. And ask yourself the question, who is in control here? And rewind it back and take a look again for yourself. So the boyfriend's leg is longer and he kicks open the door. But listen to who is the main person reading out the racist sheets. She's the one holding the camera, and even though he's taller and pouring in the sink, she still jockeys for place in front. Keep that in mind as we go forward. She kept deleting her social media, but we searched low and high, and we found her posts and what we believe are authentic audio of her. Take a listen.
I want to apologize for the abhorrent video I posted. I know in my heart how wrong it was. My boyfriend is a racist, and he slowly normalized his racism on me. Still, I should never have let him. I believe blacks. I believe blacks are human too, made in the image of Christ. I have disappointed God, and I want to apologize. Please don't contact my college. It's my future, and one mistake should not ruin a life. Also, please stop with the death threats. Again, I apologize. Sincerely, Steph.
Did you peep the part where she says she believes blacks are human too? Which means it's not a fact, but a belief. And did you notice how she removed people from black people and are just referring to quote-unquote blacks? What are blacks? It sounds like she's doing laundry. And when in the video was our humanity up for question? She's telling on herself and her newfound quote-unquote beliefs. And there's more.
I promise to dedicate my life to serving God and treating every human being with respect. I do not expect the public to forgive me, nor do I deserve it, but I pray God forgives my sins. That's the only way we heal. But I do take issue with one thing. Hatred does not defeat hatred. Threatening, bullying, and canceling me will not resolve the world's problems. Please, I urge everyone to seek God and find peace in Him. I understand why people are angry at me, but how will ruining my life change that? My parents live on fear for my life. This is not fair.
She's talking about serving God. Hopefully not the same God Europeans prayed to as they were barbarically killing, raping, and enslaving people. I hate how after these incidences, there's never really any quantifiable benefit for black people. I thought she was promising to serve the black community, to work tirelessly, dedicating her life to understanding and helping to eradicate racial disparity, volunteer with the underprivileged community, or at the very least commit herself to understanding racial injustices and disparity. But instead, One person put it succinctly when they said, "She's never been this scared. I can imagine the black people in her community being scared as well, that people like her are their neighbors and live in society today in 2020. Someone else wrote, "Phew, if only she could imagine being hated or being in fear daily for something you couldn't change or undo, such as the color of our skin." Then Stephanie started losing it.
For the love of God, stop sharing the video and my name and picture. You do not know what this feels like. I've never been this scared. Just isn't fair. Imagine you're a stupid teenager just going along with stupid teenager stuff, and then your life gets ruined forever. People not caring what's in your heart or what you're really like, only defining you by a stupid video. Please, please, please stop sharing.
According to her video, N-words make stupid decisions, which means since she doesn't consider herself an N-word, she makes good decisions. Yet, when her decisions have consequences, she doesn't think that it's quote-unquote fair that she faces her consequences. Then all of a sudden, she's just a stupid teen. But do black youth get the privilege of having their decisions chalked up as, oh, just being something from youth? When it's more likely that a black child in the American Just Us system will be tried as an adult. Then she turns on her boyfriend.
Letter to my ex. I hate you so much. You came up with the TikTok idea and I agreed. It would be private, just something between us. You took that from me and now look, we're both left without a future. And now we're just getting hate. The quote-unquote black community despises us. We're in danger.
You know, I really can't with this young woman's histrionics. She's trying to make it seem like her boyfriend is the raging racist and that she just kind of caught it like a cold from him. One person says, "Did she catch racism?" And another responds, "You didn't know it was sexually transmitted?" Oh God. She doesn't seem to take full accountability in her actions leading to where she is today. I want to make you all aware of the Casual Killing Act of 1669. Dr. Joy DeGry, and thanks Effie for putting me up on her, speaks on this in a lecture on post-traumatic slave syndrome. She discusses her research into why this act was necessary, and I'll leave it up on the screen for you to pause it and read what it was all about. But basically it was an act stating that a person could not get prosecuted for killing an enslaved person during an act of quote-unquote correction/punishment. Her research discovered why this act was necessary and who made this act come to be. And it was because of white women murdering children, beating them to death as an act of quote-unquote correction. They killed so many that they had to create an act to protect the white women from prosecution. You remember Amber Geiger in her 30s who walked into the apartment of 26-year-old Botham Jean and shot and killed him unprovoked in his own apartment in cold blood. She cried on the stand and the judge ended up hugging her. When you think about who the aggressors are in the present day accosting of black people, calling the cops on us, calling the cops on children, harassing us, and just not allowing us to live our unencumbered best lives, who is it? It's white women. And then, when they get caught or exposed, they run off and cry. Frances Ellen Watkins Harper was a poet and suffragette who confronted white women about their hypocrisy and their role in subjugating black women. She spoke of the trolleys and how the trolleys wouldn't pick black women up, only to learn later that it was white women who demanded that the trolley drivers not. White women hid behind the might of white men, both benefiting from the institutions of white supremacy and being instrumental in continuing it, all the while pretending to be a hapless damsel in distress, meanwhile beating black babies to death. to death. This is why so many white women vote for Trump. Even though he is anti-woman and his policies are not good for women, he supports the white patriarchy from which she draws her own privilege. So when I hear Stephanie quote-unquote Freeman apologize, I say miss me and run us our money. Donate to an organization which helps end racial disparity. Volunteer your own time with at-risk youth. Use your privilege to begin dismantling it. And put an end to the system that created the type of thinking which made you feel that that type of video was acceptable to begin with. And on that note, leave your comment below. Tell me, what do you think about all of these apologies that come after the fact, with no real overall change in society? What do you think that it'll take to create that change? Tanya TKO, and I'm out. Thank you for watching. Make sure that you thumbs up the video, make sure that you subscribe, and hit the bell notifications to be notified of new videos. Leave a comment below, share the video, and come over to TanyaTKO.com to subscribe to my personal mailing list, and drop me a message of a viral story that you'd like for me to cover. See you on the other side. Peace.